Let's take a few moments to settle into being here, wherever we are. The body can find a position that feels most natural. Sitting, reclining, or lying down. We can let the body find a comfortable way of being, and from there it can begin to soften in its own time. The eyes can be open or closed, and they can also begin to settle. Today we're exploring a different way of using attention. Often we are used to pinpointing focus on one task, one screen, one thing at a time, as if attention were a narrow beam. Let's see what happens when awareness is allowed to include more rather than less. We'll begin with something small, sensing the left eye. How does it feel? Maybe there's a subtle pressure. Maybe it feels tired. Or maybe nothing much at all. We can sense the eyelid, the small muscles around the eye. And now we are letting that go. And we are sensing the right eye in the same way. How does it feel? We can then sense the eyelid as well as the muscles around the eye. Then, might it be possible to be aware of both eyes together? There might be a little bit of moving back and forth first. But might we then ease into being aware of them both at the same time? If this feels tricky, it might help to zoom out a little. Or imagine that we are observing the eyes from the back of the skull. Perhaps we can then widen awareness a little further to include the space between the eyes. So we are holding both eyes as well as the space between the eyes in our awareness. And now we are letting awareness widen further still to include the whole face. The eyes, forehead, cheeks, jaw, all held together in the same open noticing. And now we'll widen a little bit more, sensing the whole head, the face, the right and left sides of the head, the back of the head, the top of the head, all as one field, one whole. Just letting awareness be big enough to include the whole head, all at once. And while we are aware of it all, might there be room to soften a little and invite a sense of rest into the experience? We don't have to choose just one point to pay attention to. Awareness can be this open, this inclusive, holding many things without losing any of them. What is it like when nothing needs to be pinpointed? What happens when attention doesn't have to narrow, but all can be included? And now we can let this open awareness include the room around us too. Sounds nearby, the sense of space, the temperature of the air. All of it held together without effort, without choosing one thing over another. When it feels right, the fingers or the toes might move a little. If the eyes have been closed, they can open in their own time, taking in the space with this same wide awareness. And perhaps this can stay available through the rest of the day. That we don't always have to narrow down or hold just one thing at a time. Awareness can be wide and open and include more than we think. And from here, we can continue in a gentler way.